OzoneTCG here. Today we're with James. And what did you do this weekend?
Top first place at a Norfolk case tournament.
Alright, what'd you play?
I played Kashtira, just beer.
Alright, nice. Go ahead and show your
So let's start
profile.
off with the deck profile?
Yep.
Alright, I played 3 Fenrir.
Oh, okay.
3, yeah, bro. They're ultis. Show them off. Oh shit, show them off. 3 unicorn, you know, pretty basic,
Alright.
I know some people only play just the one Scareclaw Kashtira, but I like the Chillimate Kashtira because in my mind it turns on Birth. It's a risky play, but you know, if they activate a spell or trap and I already have a Rise Heart on field and Shangri-La, I can still hit 3 from the graveyard. But say if I'm facing like Tyr or Gespia, that's what I'm saying. It's like a risky play. It works in my mind. It helped me. It helped me throughout all my duels. I did play the 1 Ogre, and I know a lot of people have like mixed ratios on this. I only play 2 Rise Heart because this card by itself doesn't really do anything. Like, I mean, this plus Birth can get you a board, but not a strong enough board to face against your opponent. Say if they have Lava Golem or Nib. I mean, and just opening it just fucking sucks. It's always searchable off either the field spell or Fenrir. I think it's good at 2. You can play 3 if you want to, but in my mind, I think 2 is just the best.
Alright.
And then the roundup for the monster is just 3 Ash Blossom because this card's cracked.
How was it?
Fucking Despia players are crying. Roundup for the spells, 3 pot. I was playing this at 2 at one point, but then my friend Nick told me that you're fucking stupid. You should just be playing 3. This is literally the best card in the deck. I mean, whenever your hands crap, you literally just run 3, and it gets you there.
Yep.
Another good tech card I like to play is 3 Enemy Controller. It worked especially in the mirror match, especially when my opponent ended on Fenrir or Unicorn. And I have this in my hand. I summon Unicorn, activate the effect to grab either Theosis or Birth, and they chain the Fenrir. To target my Unicorn, I'll just chain Enemy Controller to tribute my Unicorn for cost, and then take their Fenrir. So they lose their target. Sure, I will lose a couple of zones, but then I can use their Fenrir on my turn instead of searching for another one, and then just getting extra. Now another thing. 2 Birth. I know a lot of people play 3. Some say this is the best card in the deck. It is, but in my opinion, it's just the same thing with Rise Heart. I want to see it, but I don't want to see it. It's good, but it's not good. By itself with the 1 the Kashtira monster is basically full combo. But I see this card so much at 2, and it barely gets hit in the mirror match. So, I mean, I think 2 is a fine ratio.
Alright.
We all know why we're playing this card, but this card's actually cracked. It just shuts down boards, bro. You activate this card against me, I just scoop.
Alright, fair.
It does suck though when this card does get ashed sometimes. I mean, at least it's not once per turn. That's whatever. Pretty standard. 3 Theosis, 3 Planet. This card is cracked. Round 1, I was facing a live Twin Strike player. He had tried to activate Smashers, I think 3 to 4 times during the match, and he never resolved it because I had Lance. This is literally the only protection for Kashtira going first. Other than that, going second, I usually side this out for board breakers, but that's if my opponent, you know, knows I'm siding out other cards and it makes me go first, and I'll just cry. But other than that, the card's cracked.
Alright.
I only play 1 thrust.
Okay, can you explain this for me?
Okay, so at the time, I only owned 1 thrust. Would I play 2? Yes. Do I have 3 now? Yes. But
Play 3?
No. Would I play 3? Would I play 3? No. I would just play 2 and then 1. Because this can search this, and it's just, I mean, it literally, this gets me terraforming, this gets me tactics. I mean, it's good, but if your opponent doesn't control a monster, it doesn't really do anything. At most, it can set an infirm. They can set a negate.
Okay.
That's it. I know everyone's gonna cloud me on this, but
they will. I
know. And then pretty standard, 3 infirm, sad. I do need another secret rare. Look at that one ultra. I am poor, bro. And then other pretty standard, just the preparations and Big Bang.
How was preparations?
Preparations came up a lot, especially when my opponent had Imperm, I would always activate it. I wouldn't say I always activated it in the draw phase. It came up, but it didn't come up. I always started it out going second, and in some cases I wish I didn't, because my opponent bricked and I still went second with full combo, and I couldn't finish off the combo because I did not have preparations on my hand or the Big Bang. But other than that, I mean, I took it out at first, but after the whole YCS Vegas thing, this card actually just cracked, so I just put it back in. So
good.
that's whatever.
That was the main deck. How many cards was that?
That was the main deck. Extra deck?
How many cards is the main deck?
Oh, how many cards? 42.
42? Okay.
42. Alright, for the extra deck, I played one Link Garibo. I do not run Ibly, nor do I side it, but I know some cash players do play Ibly. So it's I either go for Ibly or Donner. Oh, I forgot to shuffle all this deck. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Yeah, I either go for Ibly or Donner when I either get nibbed or Ibly. So, I mean, it helps. I mean, would I take this out for a third of Rise Heart? I would. But, because I didn't really see that many people playing Ibly, because I think that card's just a brick. It's still a pretty good card, but in my mind, I think it does all right. The one Goliath, this is for the Rise Heart targets. So you hit this off Prosperity along with all the other names, and it just protects you from card effects. So it can't be Regeki, it can't be Dark Hold, it can't destroy it with any other card effects. But I mean, it's not bad. I've been second guessing it with this because it's come up, but at the same time, most decks don't really destroy by card effects. So I've been thinking about taking it out, but for the meantime, I think I'll just keep it in. Play one Nexus. It's another attach for a Rise Heart. So if they blow up my Rise Heart in any way, shape, or form, get rid of it, whatever, then I can just pop a card in their field. I play 2 Shangri-La. Some people play 3. I play 2 because I feel like it's a good ratio. You're only mainly ever going to summon it maybe once or twice. But if you really want to go for the full combo 5 zone lock, then you will need 2. And if they do snipe one, I feel like you can still play the game without it. I mean, it gets there, but if you can't completely zone lock, then this card's just useless. Let's see. I play 2 Rise Heart. I am gonna put this to 3. I do plan on taking this out and putting this to 3 because this card is just absolutely insane. Literally, you can literally just end with this on the board, and you just win the game. This card by itself is just great. You can't get Lava Golem. If they have a Kaiju, then oh well. Book of Eclipse, I mean, if I have a Forbidden Droplet, then, and with this attached to it, then this card just never dies.
Alright.
A lot of people had mixed ratios on these. A lot of people just put 189. I played 2 because I have decked my opponents out more so than once. And it's just, I think this is literally one of the best cards in the extra deck. You get to rip a card of the extra deck, especially if they're playing 2 Zeus. Because this card is not once per turn. You can, if you wanted to, you can make 2 on 1 turn. I don't recommend it, but if you're at that state where you can banish the top like 24 cards out of the top of their deck, then I would do it. I did it at the YCS. I did it against a Dragon Link player. He had 3 cards left in his deck, and then he had Droop for turn, and then he just scooped because he did not have any follow-up for the remainder of the game. Pretty standard. 2 Zeus. You know, this is literally the only card that beats Kashtira. This is always the sniping card, and I play 1 card on my side deck specifically for these cards.
Okay. Let's see it.
And then
Big Eye, Red Eyes, and Dark Arm.
Yeah, Big Eye, Red Eyes, and Dark Arm. Dark Arm is cracked because not only can you pop a card, you banish one from grave, and it does not target. You just banish. So say I banish say I have. It's happened to me a couple times. Like I won't open up with Birth in my hand, and I'll banish it off a Rise Heart, and then if I say had Theosis instead of Birth, I would use his effect, detach say a Fenrir or a Rise Heart, banish Theosis. Theosis grab back Birth, and then I just get an additional summon. So, and if I had not normal summon this turn, I get an additional normal. I can normal summon and I can special summon one from grave. Okay. So it's pretty good.
What's your feeling on Draco Sack and like Fossil Warrior, Garura, all that?
Garura. This was supposed to be a Garura, so I could get the additional draw, but I had sold it the day before the tournament, and I was like, wait, I need it now. I would definitely replace this with Garura if need be. The draw is a lot better than just the pop, because if they get rid of your Rise Heart and this goes to the grave and they have nothing on the field, then this card's just useless. Big Eye, I didn't use this card once. This card is cracked, but I didn't use it a single time. I don't think I've ever needed this card. I don't think I would ever take it out, but it just never came up. This won me top 4. I was up against a Flu player in game 1. Game 1 was just game 1. I got game 1. Game 2, my hand was absolutely terrible. There was 10 minutes left on the clock, and then literally, I went first going game 3. I made this in Shangri-La, and my opponent just kept activating cards after card after card. He had nothing to stop Red Eye's Flare, and I just won the game in time. So I mean, it's a really good time card. That's it for the extra deck. Alright, side deck. Okay. This card is cracked. 3D shifter. I had many debates about this card because I was like, what deck fears D shifter nowadays? My brain was just turned off for a second, but some people glued it back to me. But no, this card came in cracked against Dragon Link. This card came in cracked against Despia and even Tier. I saw Tier players there. 3 evenly. It's a good board breaker. I usually side this out for the Lance when going second, because I would rather, break my opponent's board other than, have protection effect, because there's really no protection effect when going second. I find no reason to it. Book of Eclipse. I usually side these out. Oh, I said Book of Moon. I meant to say Book of Moon. Book of Moon. I usually side these out for Eclipses when I go in going. Say if I lose game 1, I'll side out the Eclipses for Moons, because I never want to flip my own board, even if my opponent flips my board. I mean, I understand like the difference behind it. It's just that, like, I don't know. It helped me out against Punk, because I would just book their Xiamen as soon as they get down. They don't get the additional draw. They just pass it back to me, and I just go full combo and win the game. All right, now this is my weird ratio. Okay, so. All
right, well.
My
yeah, I already know you're about to get dragged. Yeah.
I wanted to play more, like destruction cards, stuff like that. Something just to break boards. I was playing 2 Lava Golem and 1 Nib, but my friend literally just told me just to take it out, and that shit's like ugly. I mean, you only need one of these. You don't need one of these. You don't need it. If you see it, you see it. You don't, you don't.
If you see it,
if you see it, you don't, you don't. And they're all searchable off thrust. That's why.
Oh yeah, your 1 off thrust.
Yeah. My 1 off thrust.
Right.
That's about to go to freaking 2. Okay.
My 2 off thrust. Yeah. All right, and finally the most controversial card in the side deck.
All right, the most controversial card in the side deck.
Sure. Bro.
I played 3 Ghost Read for a Winter Cherries.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, bro. Get a good look at those ults.
Yeah. It's the face of someone.
Now, you're probably wondering why I was playing this card. I was expecting to face nothing but fucking Kashtira. I was expecting everybody to have Kashtira. This card, I only used it once in the entire tournament, and that was exactly what I went against, the mirror match. He had gone Fenrir Unicorn, then summoned Rise Heart. On the summon of Rise Heart, I activated Winter Cherries and banished all his Shangri-Las.
Summon?
On summon.
Okay.
On summon. So I banished all his Shangri-Las, and sure he ripped a card out of my extra deck with a Unicorn, but he literally only ended on 89 Fenrir Pass. So it literally won me the match.
Are you sure that wasn't your opponent just like mental booming at the fact that his opponent just dropped cherries?
You said what?
Couldn't he have gone like a Rise Heart or something, or?
I mean, he could have.
Theosis.
Yeah, he could have went for Rise Heart, but he went 89 Fenrir Pass.
89 Fenrir Pass.
89 Fenrir Pass.
Jesus.
So I mean, hey, that's not my fault. My opponent doesn't know how to play the game. Okay.
But going forward now,
I'm taking this. Okay, this card is ass.
Just want to understand. That's all.
This
All right.
card is garbage. But no, that's it.
All right. Any shout outs?
Shout outs. I like to shout out Mr. Clayton Davis, my boy right here, bro.
I created him. He's my son right there.
I want to shout out my main man, fucking Dennis. He's the one who put me on the D-shippers. He told me I was stupid, and I listened. Also like to shout out my friend Nick, Dylan, my main man, cameraman right there, this kid right here.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's it.
All right.
That's the deck profile.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.